Good day, YouTubers. It's Cisco Kid here on Thursday afternoon, April 27th. I just wanted to do a follow-up to a recent installation of the Sony XAV-AX100 Android Auto Apple CarPlay stereo that I had put in my car. So, I've just hopped in my car and I just wanted to point out some of the little quirks about this unit since I've had it now installed for, close to 2 months or so. So give me one moment while I just turn the car on so the unit will activate. Now, as mentioned in my previous video when I did my first review of this unit, I am currently using an Android device. To be specific, I'm using a OnePlus 3 Android phone. This unit is compatible with Apple as well, so it's Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatible. And let's just start off with, at this point in time, I'm just going to go to the radio function. And let me get on to the proper FM station. Oh, so we've had something quirky just occur. This has not happened to me before, but as you notice, I've lost all my presets. All the presets are set to the same channel, and if I cycle through, I'll go to AM, and I'll be back to FM. And I've lost all my presets, so I do not know what has happened. That's the first time that this has happened to me, so I'm a little bit lost at this point. So let me just choose a station that I know is local. Well, this is painful. I've never had to do this, so let's just go to 92.9. Okay, so getting back on track here, this is something odd. I've never had this happen, but basically I was just in my garage, turned my car off, turned it back on, backed out because it was too dark in there to do a review, and for whatever reason I've lost all my presets. So I've not seen that happen, so that's something that's new. The second thing that occasionally happens when I get in the vehicle is I go to turn it on and the time that you see right here will be completely off. It will not match, and once you plug the cable into your Android device, it will tell you that there's an error, and that's because the deck is not synced to the same time that's on the phone. So in order to correct that, I've got to go to the settings menu, and I've got to change the clock time, which is, maybe I passed it right there, clock. I have to go into date and time and select the correct date. Not so much the date in this case, but I usually have to just make the time match my phone. Once I do that and I plug the cable in, we're all good to go. Okay, so enough of that. On to the next minor quirk. The steering wheel controls in the 15WRX, depending on the cable that you're using to connect your steering wheel controls and retain some functionality of them to the unit itself, I'm using an iData Maestro link cable. And one of the things that I do have is the mode button. All the mode button will do is when you press it, it is going to initiate Android Auto, or it's going to initiate Tuner. Okay, so that's what it's going to do. When I select Android Auto, it will pop up and display the last song that I was playing when I was using the Android Auto functionality. Aside from that, the speaker button, or the button that normally works for you to place a call or to talk and initiate a call out to someone in your contact list as an example, this button will launch Google Now. Cancel.
Not sure how to help with. Launch Google Now.
So that's something to be aware of. The talk button will initiate Google. The mode button will switch between Tuner and Android Auto. The volume button, one thing I do like is when you increase your volume, and you hold it down for a split second, longer than 1 second, it will attenuate and reduce the volume sound. So that's a nice feature. And then after you're done in your conversation with somebody, or if you had your window open and you're passing through a drive-through, by pressing up on your volume, it'll return to the sound level it was previously at. So that's a great feature. Aside from that, I find the deck to work very well. I have no issues with the screen, the brightness of it, the sensitivity of the screen, or anything like that. Aside from the couple little quirks where it does occasionally drop the time and you're forced to have to reset the time. And aside from this quirk I had today where I just lost all my FM presets, overall I've been extremely happy with the unit. I love the Google Now functionality. I love the ability, and I like the way the maps are displayed on the screen. So aside from that, I'm overall really happy with this AX100 receiver by Sony. Hopefully they will issue a firmware that will correct some of these little niggling problems. But other than that, my only other gripe or complaint would be because it's a universal size, you're left with these plates along each side. So I am going to purchase the Subi Brothers bezel faceplate to go in. The only thing I need to find out is if I have to order the vent piece as well. And if so, this whole center console will be piano black, meaning it will not match the factory vents on the passenger or the driver's side. It'll be a little bit off. But overall, I think that would look better without having these plates. Fit and finish would be a little bit better. Other than that, I'm really happy with it. If you've got any questions or comments, or there's something you know of that I've missed out on, please leave a comment below, and I'll try to point out or put in the description the extra pieces that were needed for this installation, as far as the cable that was used to maintain some of the functionality I have on my steering wheel. Okay, that's about it. Have a great day, guys. Ciao.